So for the past 5 years, we've been traveling state to state to try each state food.
But then we found this video and it messed everything up.
It claimed that Mississippi was fried catfish.
Mississippi, which is just fried catfish with comeback sauce. It's not that crazy.
On the list Alesha found,
Alabama is fried catfish. Luckily, they are side-by-side states and we're exploring both of them.
so let's have a catfish off. And if you stick around to the end of the video, we'll show you the easiest tool that's completely free that will help you find the best of anything. I'm totally gonna be putting tartar sauce on this.
This is an enormous portion of catfish. They were booking it in there.
So here's the rules of engagement. We are going to be trying this for flavor. We're gonna be trying it for ambiance, and we're gonna be trying it for portion size. First up, Libby's catfish.
So far the ambiance is very diner-esque, and we have received a piece of chocolate cake. There's no contest that this is an enormous portion of catfish, and Kodiak's is even bigger than mine. Okay, here we go. It's so crispy.
Okay, so I got the whole catfish, which means I got a little tail, and I actually am not entirely sure on how to eat this. So, it just peels right off the bone. I'm totally gonna be putting tartar sauce on this. Little Libby's Catfish and Diner. Let's see how it stacks up. Food, deliciousness, flavor. Catfish kind of is not flavorful to begin with. It also didn't taste like mud. I have to say, on my plate, the catfish was probably the tastiest thing. And I had oysters, shrimp, hush puppies, and stuffed crab. And the catfish on there was probably my favorite. Ambiance. It was 100% a diner. There was no doubt in my mind that we were in a diner. The waitresses were running back and forth and just absolutely having a ball working with each other, and it was packed, which is always a great sign, right? Now for portion size. I don't know about you, but it goes, for me, it goes hungry, full, stuffed, and then American full. I successfully hit American full on my meal. That's a win there. You can't crown a victor without having the competition. So now we are off many miles to go to...
All right, so this was Jerry's Catfish House, our Mississippi restaurant for catfish. And I gotta be honest, it's pretty close. Jerry's.
Well, there's one blatantly obvious thing. It's a freaking dome, which is cool. Downstairs and upstairs seating. There was a line out the freaking door in the beginning.
At 5 o'clock on a Thursday. Like, I was expecting... It's packed now, and it's only been open for 30 minutes. They were booking it in there. Like, we got our food, and it's actually 5:30 now. So you have now seen each of the places. We have tried catfish. The catfish off is over. And how does Little Libby's Catfish Diner compared to Jerry's Catfish in Mississippi?
Because we are crowning a victor, we need to lay it all out on the line. Now, taste. Libby's versus Jerry's. What won?
Jerry's.
Yeah, Jerry's won for me too. Libby's was amazing. I would say that this was actually a pretty close call.
They both had very different styles of cooking. Little Libby's was very breaded, very fried, and Jerry's was more like lightly battered.
Portion size.
Both were enormous.
Yeah.
This is an enormous portion of catfish.
Yeah.
Let's talk, like, just insane. I would go with Little Libby.
Little Libby's definitely takes the cake for quantity. I was 100% American full. Now that is like past I'm too full. American full is the next step. And Little Libby's certainly got me there. It was amazing.
Jerry's Catfish, you could get all-you-can-eat catfish for $19.99 while we were there. We did not get that.
And it was still too much food.
And it filled
Actually,
both
we
of us up.
split Jerry's. We split the plate. And at Libby's, we weren't allowed to. Like, it literally specified on the menu, not allowed to. Had we split it in Libby's, we probably still would have been more stuffed than at Jerry's. So
you just got more food. Ambiance.
This is the tiebreaker.
Jerry's.
Really?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Are you gonna go with Little
No,
Libby?
I would agree because Jerry's was so cool. It was in that dome. It was not quite so dark. Libby's was dark, man.
It was dark.
It was very dark. And you can see that on the footage. Like, I had to brighten it up a lot in post, but the reality of that place is that it was dark.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah. And when we're doing our research in this, it starts off with Pinterest boards, just because that's kind of what Alesha scrolls, so that's what she's exposed to. We've recently found a new thing, and it's AI driven, and it's actually called Perplexity. Now, what Perplexity is basically like being able to talk to ChatGPT with Google's web search capabilities. This makes it so easy because they can type in what's the best catfish in Alabama or Mississippi. It'll give you results based off of what Yelp says, what Google Reviews says, and say why different people actually like what they like about those places. It's a really quick way to be able to do stuff surface level. We've done this for a couple camping trips, and so far it's been like really, really cool.
Ooh, I have to say it's pretty accurate compared to what I was doing. I would go on Pinterest. If I couldn't find anything on Pinterest, then I would go on Google Maps. I would just type in literally best catfish in Mississippi into the search bar. And then it would pull up like all the restaurants that had catfish in their descriptions, right? Both times, the restaurant that I picked, Little Libby's and Jerry's, was the one that Perplexity also picked. So it must be accurate, and it was a lot less work.
The other really cool part about that is it shows you the pins on the whole state map, so it gives you a very quick way to be able to reference them. Whereas when you're scrolling through Google, if you do that same search on Google, you don't necessarily know where they are. You have to click in the map and then zoom out. Perplexity makes it a whole lot easier when you're traveling to try to find these things. So just a little tip I really wanted to share it with you because, I mean, it's made our trip planning so much easier.
So, if you are interested in going to the South, we have a video about 2 unique shopping experiences that you can do that you could click on right up here and check those out. But also, I would suggest just stopping in for catfish. It is extremely popular in the South. Mississippi had like a catfish trail we didn't know anything about until we
afterwards.
got to Jerry's, and it's on the trail. So, check those things out. Do that. And we will see you in the next one.
And if you want to, watch Josh Weissman's video because it's actually good.
Do it.
Our lobster, which was heated gently in butter. Add a little bit of chives, maybe some lemon.